the man in the hat was the Mad Hatter, but... Suddenly Shirabe groaned and smacked his forehead. Damn it! Something wrong? The Mad Tea Party is a tea party in Alice in Wonderland that's held in the garden at the March Hare's house. That was more or less what he'd said before. I didn't see the problem. Yeah, I don't get what the issue is. Is there something wrong with that? Well, in the book, it's the first time the Mad Hatter shows up, so a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that he's the host. Oh, so the Mad Hatter wouldn't be the host, so they don't want to interact with the Mad Hatter. Then it's a trick question. I would have guessed he was the host. I mean, he's the Mad Hatter. The Mad Hatter would be the Mad Host. I would have thought too. But the party's at the March Hare's house. If it's his house, he's the host. So the March Hare is the host of this party. Huh. I hope they will be all right. I wonder if they will realize the true nature of the question. Damn it! If only we could talk to them somehow. Shido had begun to pace back and forth restlessly. This is awful. All we can do is watch. We could try and communicate with gestures, but if they misinterpret what we're saying, that'd be bad. Shirabe frowned and scratched his beard. Well, remember what Shirabe said? These guys are the March Hare, the Dormouse, and the Mad Hatter. Yeah, and this is the Mad Tea Party or something. They're going to decide the host of the Mad Hatter, aren't they? That's not good. I let out a sigh and pressed my face to the window. So, how does the March Hare qualify as mad? Yeah. Well, in the British Isles, there's a turn of phrase that says someone's as mad as a March Hare. Supposedly, the hares act weird during mating season, which is where the phrase comes from. But in any event, the Mad Tea Party is called that because everyone there is mad. I see. Then the question is, will they... let's hope they don't get fooled by the mad part as Mad Hatter. Shirabe mumbled to himself, almost like a prayer. I assume everyone that's involved in all of this, if they don't know Mario Kart, at least they know Alice in Wonderland. It's a very common folktale, so... Ha! This one's a piece of cake. The host's gotta be this guy. There they go. He's pointing, of course, at the Mad Hatter. Ah, that idiot. We all let out a collective sigh. I'm assuming Shido probably punched things. I don't know, I mean, yeah, it seems like he's the obvious choice, but something's bugging me. You know what's bugging me? That house. Why the hell did they give it rabbit ears? Oh, I get it. Rabbit, of course, that's it! Whoa, damn, turn it down, kid. What's up? They're not rabbit ears, they're hare ears. Remember what Shirabe said? The party's being held in the garden of the March Hare's house. March Hare, oh, yeah, okay. I guess that explains the ears. Yeah, so that means the Mad Host is actually not the hat guy, but the hare. He pointed at the statue of the March Hare, and we all sighed again, but this time with relief. No, hold on a minute. Even if this is the March Hare's garden, that doesn't necessarily mean he's hosting the party. It's true, it could be a completely different host. God damn it, Wakasa. You had it right. Don't go messing it up now. Oh, this is driving me insane. Shido's all in on this guess, but hey, he could be wrong. It could be the Dormouses hosting the party at the March Hare's house and invited the Mad Hatter as a guest. It's all entirely up to everything, but the context clues show it's like, all right, this is the Hare's house. He's the host. This is his party. I'm really starting to wish we had a different team out there right now. Inside of the house, the atmosphere was filled with anxiety and despair, and with every passing minute, the ceiling full of spikes got a little closer. Now is not the time to be wishy-washy with decisions, but I'm still very satisfied and happy that Wakasa is. At least he wants to think through this fully before he chooses an answer. We don't really have a lot of time, so let's stick with the hare as the host and we'll keep going. Okay, you're right. We don't want to second guess ourselves too much, so next we need to figure out how to command the host. No idea. Let's go look at our host. They proceed to examine the hair statue more closely. So, what are we supposed to do to command him? That part seems really weird. Looks like he's holding a card and a pistol? That's not good. As soon as Mitarashi spoke, the screen inside the house suddenly flickered to life. So now with that information, apparently we want to add more to this cocktail. What? Shido's just so animated today. We all turned around to face it. Good afternoon, everyone. How's it going? What's it feel like to be totally and completely helpless with your lives in the hands of a pair of idiots? Thrilling, right? Aggravating? Why is he here? Probably just wants to try and mess with our heads. It looks like your little friends managed to figure out who the mad host is, but I wonder, will they be able to command him? 'Cause if they make a mistake, bang! Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. The pistol the hair's holding gives love a bad name. It's the genuine article, you know. The gun's real. We should have known. Our faces went pale. It's real? Don't be so shocked. Of course it's real. Oh dear. What do we do? There's nothing we could do. There's no way to communicate with the others. Things have escalated. Oh, the drama. Guess all we can do is pray those two knuckleheads don't screw up. I'm guessing Mitarashi's gonna get shot. This is kind of... it's becoming a trend. Whenever there's a time when Mitarashi can be mortally wounded, let's just do it. Even Shirabe's usually detached calm seems to have been shaken. Outside of Mitarashi and Wakasa continued to examine the card and the pistol. What do you think about these? A 6 of spades, a king of clubs? Where'd you find these? Inside the cups on the table. And the hair's holding a card too, yeah? Yeah, right now. He's holding the king of diamonds. You think there are any more cards around here? Dunno, let's look. He's got a sassy face on. I don't know, maybe there's cards, maybe there's not. After a few minutes of searching, they turned up several more cards. Okay, so we got a nice handful. They're all Hogstein-flavored cards. He look good in long hair. He looks like a Metallica member or something. So we've got 6 of spades, the king of clubs and hearts, the queens of spades and hearts, and the 8 of diamonds. Of course, queen of hearts is in there. It's gotta be, the queen of hearts. They spread out all the cards they'd found on the table. Do you think maybe we command the hair by doing something with a card that's stronger than the one he's got? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So they're saying that he's already got a card under his command. So let's switch that and beat it with something greater. Maybe we can overpower with our will. Yeah, that's gotta be... Wait, but he's holding a king. So if you had a 6 or a queen, sure, but how do you beat a king? Well, isn't there an order to the suits too? I could be wrong, I don't really know much about cards. I sure wish I'd worked a little harder at learning poker right about now. Okay, poker doesn't have different suit values, but other cards games definitely do, and they keep a consistent order to that suit order. But I don't know what the order is either off the top of my head, and I don't think hearts are on top. So for the next few minutes, they were silent, deep in thought. In order from greatest to least, the suits usually go spades, hearts, diamonds, and clubs. I blinked. Whoa, you sure know a lot about cards. Occupational knowledge. I confess, tarot cards are de rigueur for men in my profession, but playing cards can be used as well from time to time. I bet Shido's like, well, that really grinds my gears, because apparently they just don't like fortune-telling. They think it's all hablooey. Whatever, their loss. Then the only card that can beat the king of diamonds is the king of hearts. Okay, hearts is on top, and we do have a king of hearts, so that's perfect. Right, if only we could tell them somehow. But I'm also worried on the other end. We could be overthinking this puzzle and creating our own correct solutions. It's give and take when it comes to puzzle solving. You commit to one thing, you create an entire narrative to convince yourself that it's true. You end up with a slug in your tummy. Yummy, yummy metal slugs. Almost as if he'd heard me, I saw Wakaza leave the table and come running towards us. Okay, we'll work on this together. Wakaza's got a great idea. It's like, alright, I don't necessarily know, maybe I can throw some cards up on the window, do some pointing or something. The ceiling was down much farther now, just above our heads. There wasn't much time left. Oh, well, things have escalated. Oh, they're so cute. I pulled my eyes away from it and back to Wakaza. What should I do? Tell him the answer. Don't tell him to do his best. Try to make the shape of a heart with my hands. But, he just thought I was flirting with him. Oh, even better! They just completely cut us off altogether. Oh, bzzzt, too bad! Can't let you just tell him the answer, can I? That wouldn't be fun at all. The shutter's going to stay closed until he heads back. Okay. So they don't want us to interact, they just want us to watch. That's really not fair. We had a clever solution, and the game inherently wouldn't let us follow through with it. Just kind of a cheap ruse. It stunk, but there wasn't anything I could do. Are we really just going to have to hope they get it right? How rude. Wakaza ran off back to the table. Hey, how's it look? They're okay, but we need to hurry. Figure anything out while I was gone? Yeah, I think I figured out where the cards go. Right here. The hare's mouth. Yeah, it looks like it fits a card, so all that's left is to figure out which one. Do you know? Nope, not a clue. Mitarashi grinned and picked up the King of Clubs and the King of Hearts. What are you doing? Well, it's gotta be one of these, so we've gotta make a bet. In games of chance, luck wins out. Come on, that's like a basic principle of gambling. Are you a good gambler? I've played a little poker in my time, we'll leave it at that. He gave Wakaza a knowing wink. That's not reassuring at all. And the people watching at home are not going to enjoy this. Wait, is that idiot just going to guess? It's looking that way. Mitarashi, no! Stop it! They both shook their heads, but it wasn't like there was anything we could do. The King of Hearts picked the King of Hearts. Thought about the King of Hearts as hard as I could, willing them to pick it. You really think that's okay? You're really just fine throwing your life away between a roulette spin? We don't have a choice. We don't know the answer. Besides, we've got a 50% chance of getting it right. Well, then quit yapping. Just do it. We don't have time to argue. If you're gonna commit to just random luck, commit to it. It's a very quick option. So it's pretty smart, really. We stared down at the two cards for several long seconds before finally holding one of them up. This one. King of Hearts. Yes. Okay. Gotta trust your heart, right? He grinned and tapped a thumb on his chest. Gotta trust your heart. Like it. A broken clock is still right twice a day. Shido! You're so mean. Relating him to a broken clock. Yes! Ah, we did it! Okay, this is gonna work. Get back, just in case. Hirashi's like, let's do this. I'm gonna take a bullet for everyone. After Wakaza stepped away, Mitarashi carefully slid the card into the hare's mouth. Can't really see what's happening. Scarcely thought those words when... Oh no! What? Ah, that's not good. Was that a gunshot? Yes, that was a gunshot! We've just been over this. We looked at each other frightened. With a dull thud, Mitarashi collapsed like a puppet with its strings cut. 1 down, 6 to go! To think someone would die trying to solve such a simple puzzle. Oh, too bad. No, he had the right answer. Didn't have the right answer. Wakaza was shaking Mitarashi's body. You bastard! He turned and yelled at the monitor. Do you really want to waste your breath yelling at me? I think It might be better spent praying for your little friend out there to stumble on the right answer. Okay, that didn't work. Queen of Hearts. Just Queen of Hearts. God, you guys. This feeling was getting really close to Urabe. Urabe, the tallest of us, had to crouch down to avoid it.